Story 13. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by Clarica. Sammie and Susie Littletail by Howard R. Garis. Story 13. The Littletail Family Move. Did you ever see a rabbit family move? No, I don't suppose you have, for not every one has had that chance. But the Littletail family, as I told you last night, had to move because a big cat had found out where their burrow was. "I shall go out at once and see if I can find a new place," said Uncle Wiggily Longears, after the excitement caused by Sammie bringing home the cat had calmed down. "We need a larger burrow anyhow. I will find a nice one." "Can you go out with your rheumatism?" asked Mamma Littletail. "You are very lame, you know. Perhaps you had better wait until Papa Littletail comes home tonight, and he will go." "No, we must lose no time," said the uncle. "I can manage with my crutch, I guess." So he started from the burrow, leaning heavily on a crutch Nurse Jane Fuzzy Wuzzy had gnawed from a cornstalk. "Be careful of the cat," cautioned Susie. "Oh, no cat can catch me, even if I have the rheumatism very bad," said her uncle, and he limped away. While he was gone, Nurse Jane Fuzzy Wuzzy promised to keep a sharp lookout for that cat. Uncle Wiggily Longears was gone for some time. When he returned to the burrow, Papa Littletail had come back from where he worked in a carrot factory, which was a new position for him, and he had heard all the news. "Well," he asked Uncle Wiggily, "did you find a new burrow?" "Yes," answered the uncle, "I did. I will tell you all about it. I walked a long distance, and I met several friends of mine. I asked them about burrows, and they said the best ones were all taken. I was afraid you would have to dig a new one, until I met Mr. Groundhog, and he told me of one next to him, on the bank of a little pond. We can get it cheap, he said." "Has it all improvements?" asked Mamma Littletail. "I want a good kitchen and a bathroom." "It has everything," said the uncle. "It has 3 doors, and we can get in and out easily. It is near a cabbage field and a turnip patch. We can bathe in the pond, so we don't need a bathroom." "Where is it?" asked Papa Littletail. "I must be near the trolley, you know." "It is not far from the cars," went on Uncle Wiggily Longears. "Have you ever heard of Eagle Rock?" None of the family had. "Well, it is not far from there," said Uncle Wiggily. "I went out on the rock, and my, what a view there was! I could see away over the big meadows where some of your relatives live, Miss Fuzzy Wuzzy, and then I could see something called New York." "What's New York?" asked Susie Littletail. "I don't know," answered her uncle promptly. "I imagine it must be something good to eat." But of course, children, you know how mistaken he was. Uncle Wiggily told more about his walk, and finally it was decided to take the new burrow so the cat could not find them. The next day the Littletail family moved. That is all they did, they just moved. They had no packing or unpacking to do, except that Sammie took the whistle he had made out of a carrot, and Uncle Wiggily carried his cornstalk crutch. By noon they were all settled, and Jane Fuzzy Wuzzy had cooked some of the new cabbage, which had been left in the field all winter, and also some turnips, which were piled under a lot of straw out of doors. She also found some potatoes, which she peeled with her sharp teeth. That afternoon, as Sammie was hopping about his new home, he heard someone exclaim, "Hello!" "Hello!" replied Sammie, who always wanted to be friendly. "Where do you live?" the voice went on, and all at once Sammie thought of the cat. "No, you don't!" he cried. "You can't fool me again. I know you." "Oh, do you?" asked the voice. "Well, seeing that I'm a stranger here, and you are too, I don't think that you know me." Sammie looked on top of a clod of earth whence the voice came, and saw a big frog. "Oh, it's you, is it?" he asked faintly. "Of course," replied the frog. "My name's Bully. What's yours?" Sammie told him. "Ever hear of me?" went on the frog, and when Sammie said he had not, the frog continued, "Well, let's see who can jump the farthest," and with that he began to get ready. Sammie, who was a very good jumper, did also, and just as they were about to see who was the better at it, there, suddenly But there I shall have to wait until to morrow night to tell you what happened next. End of Story 13.